Hey everyone, Kevin Oviola here from Granite State Karate, coming at you here with our life skill communication. And we're going to talk about the verbal aspect of communication, right? Using our words, being able to have confidence in speaking with others, right? So the first thing we have to do is, especially for our children parents, is we have to make sure that we get them to slow down, make sure they have a clear voice, and also to be themselves, right? Not trying to be someone that they're not supposed to be. Trying to be this person that, they might see on TV or YouTube channel or whatever it may be. So we have to make sure that, first of all, they understand that who they are. Everybody's going to have a different accent. Everybody's going to have a different way of pronouncing certain words. And that shouldn't stop anybody from speaking with each other, because verbal communication is so crucial and it's so important to be able to do that. We want to make sure that at the end that no matter what, they can have a conversation with anyone. But they first should start with family members, or speaking with someone that they really look up to, their coaches, karate instructor, or it could be anybody, even a teacher too as well. So we want to make sure that they're always having that clear voice, but they also have to think before they speak too as well. So knowing what the conversation is, so that goes back to listening to what the conversation they're having with someone else, or what are the topics that they want to talk about, and that's so important. We want to make sure that when they have that listening ability and that clarity, right, then they're going to have that confidence to be able to speak with anyone, right? Making sure that a couple of little things too is to remember is make sure they breathe, right? When they're breathing, then all of a sudden they can start thinking about what they're going to speak about or what are they going to say with that person. What's also really great is when they have something in common with another child, whether it's, playing a sport, Legos, dressing up and so forth, like with dolls and so forth. It doesn't matter as long as there's something that they're able to associate with, they'll be able to have more of that confidence that going on with that verbalization, right? Having them start off with saying hi, hello, how are you, okay? What my name is, or like in our karate school, the first thing we teach about verbal communication is saying hi, saying yes I can, but also what we call an autobiography. An autobiography is when the students are able to tell a little bit about themselves. It gets them in that habit of communicating, right? Being verbal, and it may be a script or whatnot for our autobiography, but still, it's getting in that process of making sure that they can understand what verbalization is all about, right? Being able to have clarity, right? Being able to have a clear voice, being able to communicate with them using their own words. And that's an important aspect to have, so we can make sure that our children, when they grow up, the communication is going to be needed, whether it's, verbal can be also written too as well, text messaging, any type of messaging and so forth. It still has to be a form of communication, but I don't feel the verbalness, the speaking part will ever go away. One of the biggest fears in the world is public speaking. And the way we started off with our children, making sure we take it slow, right? Make sure they have clarity, make sure they have a clear voice, make sure they can think before they speak, be themselves, making sure they understand the topic, and by listening with the person, having patience with that person is crucial too. And make sure parents, when they start to talk and so forth, make sure that you're listening to them and give them a chance to respond back to when you answer their response. And that's a key element of making sure that they have that verbal communication. All right, well, listen, again, this is our verbal skill, okay, going with our life skill communication. I want to hope everybody make it a great day, and we look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.